Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot C. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading for today. So let's find out what are the messages that come through with the cards that come out in today's reading. So the first card we have is the Three of Swords in the reverse. We have the Seven of Swords. And the Two of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot card. And with the Chariot card, we do have Cancer energy, but we also have a lot of swords. So I do feel like it could even be a air sign that you're dealing with, so Gemini, Libra, or even Aquarius, or even an earth sign. So with the Chariot showing up over here, this is about kind of being able to experience more forward momentum, being able to get things going and being able to experience progress when it comes to things, and kind of being able to see where you need to improve in order to be able to move forward and actually being able to take action on that. So I do feel like if you're dealing with someone else that you are working with right now, you're in the space of being ready to take action. And I do feel like they're in a space where they want to be able to kind of move forward with things. And it's like there's an energy of wanting to be able to see where things can get to. But the Three of Swords showing up in the reverse, this is a energy about having had dealt with a lot in the past, and I feel like there is a sense of kind of coming out of that situation with a lot of resilience and even stronger. So healing energy is also here, and I do feel like with this card showing up in the reverse, this is showing someone who is no stranger to having had dealt with a lot or any kind of pain. They are in a space where they are able to kind of work past it. I feel like they're in a stronger place because of it. I also feel like they're not letting it get them down. Being able to keep things moving is also the energy I'm getting with the Chariot and the Three of Swords in the reverse. But we do have the Seven of Swords in the center of this reading. And with the Seven of Swords, with this, I do feel like you need to be very strategic when it comes to being able to take steps and take action and make things move forward, and being able to experience that forward momentum. It's always also important to be able to be very meticulous, and I feel like also kind of holding out for being able to experience whatever comes with the situation, because I do feel like this is an energy about also being able to watch your back in the situation. So I do feel like you are dealing with someone who kind of has the same mindset as you, but with that Chariot card showing up here, there's a sense that something about you and this person is different. So I do feel like don't take it for granted, but I do feel like being able to move forward is something that somebody wants to be able to do with you. And I do feel like they are very eager when it comes to being able to kind of progress things and being able to take action towards things and kind of being able to make things. They could even be in a space where it's like they're jumping from one heartbreak and kind of coming into another one. They're jumping from one disappointment and wanting to just move into the next one, and wanting to move into the next situation to kind of get over that past heartbreak, past difficulty or disappointment. And I do feel like being able to be very strategic and kind of being methodical in movement is also something that's going to be important and not to be overlooked. So we have the Two of Pentacles showing up over here. With this card showing up, I do feel like this is an energy of kind of being in a space of feeling like somebody may be kind of feeling very overworked, or they may be kind of off balance because they have taken on more than what they can chew. I do feel like they're kind of in a space where it's like you want to grab onto every opportunity. I feel like being able to ensure that the bandwidth to be able to do everything at once is also available, because I do feel like being able to be also mindful of oneself is also important here. With that Three of Swords, this could be a pretty a very fragile or very delicate time. And I do feel like being able to move forward is also a good thing with the Chariot card showing up here. And I do feel like being able to do that with a lot of contemplation about what's the next move is also important, and being able to be very methodical and strategic in doing that is also important. And I feel like knowing your limits is also part of that. So I do feel like you could be dealing with someone who's kind of in a space where they want to be able to take on everything. So I do feel like being able to kind of know your limits for the current situation and being able to kind of move with that in mind is important too. So with that Two of Pentacles showing up over here, I do feel like this does come across as if there's someone who's kind of in a space where they feel a little bit overworked, or they're feeling the pressure of taking on a lot. So I do feel like it's kind of getting to them. It's like they're trying to juggle a lot of options, a lot of things at the same time. I feel like it could even kind of be a little bit of an inconvenience when it comes to even other responsibilities that they may be slipping on. So I feel like when it comes to work, it's also important to be able to kind of balance out the amount this person's taking on. I feel like you could be dealing with a person who's kind of a workaholic or a perfectionist, and I feel like it's like working against them in some ways. But I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Hanged Man, and we have the Five of Cups, and we have the Ace of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress card showing up. So we do have Libra energy. We also have Pisces energy. You could be dealing with any one of those signs. So with the Empress showing up over here, I am getting a very great energy as well from this. I do feel like this is about kind of being in a space of being able to enjoy and even find pleasure from the situation and even what could be. I do feel like there is an energy of wanting to manifest something, and I feel like being able to manifest something is very possible right now, and I feel like it's also going to be very successful. When it comes to anything you're manifesting, I feel like it's going to kind of last for a long time. There's an energy of being able to experience longevity with that, and I feel like there's also a very attractive quality around you right now. And when it comes to being able to go through a connection with someone right now, and that forward movement and that taking of action, I feel like it's like they're acting from a place where there's a lot of appreciation for you, and I feel like they see the very good qualities in you and they really appreciate that in you. With the Empress card, I feel like there's this commitment that somebody desires to experience, and I feel like they're going to make that happen with that Chariot card also showing up. So we have the Hangman showing up in the reverse, and with this card showing up in the reverse, I also feel like there has been a period where there could have been some stagnation, perhaps even a place of being very much in one's feelings, following some kind of a possible hurt in the past. But I feel like they are stronger because of it, and anything they're learning from it. And with the Hangman showing up in the reverse, I feel like it's an end to that feeling of being stuck, or feeling like something is kind of weighing you down and is like holding them back from being able to take action. I feel like there's this energy of kind of experiencing being unstuck and being able to experience healing when it comes to anything that they could have even been grieving. With that Five of Cups showing up, I do feel like this is about being able to find healing past the most difficult times. So we have the Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning, and I do feel like there is a new start. It's somebody wants to be able to experience, wants to be able to offer, and I do feel like when it comes to where they're at mentally, in a better place, especially when it comes to being able to be more open. And I feel like they also ready to embrace something different, and I feel like there's an offer for a new start. So with this Ace of Wands, this is a very strong energy. So I do feel like with that Chariot card, it's coming in quite strong and wanting to be able to experience forward movements and wanting to be able to move things along. And I do feel like there is that energy behind being able to progress things, and I do feel like it's like it can come across as if someone's coming on very strong when it comes to being able to do that with you. So I do feel like there is a need to also be able to continue to keep in mind every aspect of that Seven of Swords. I feel like this is about being very strategic and also paying attention to detail every step of the way. But I do feel like there's a lot of forward movement. So I'm going to pull out some cards from the other deck. We have Strength. We have the Knight of Cups. And the Eight of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the World card. So with the World card, this is about being able to complete some kind of a cycle. I do feel like this is about being able to actually level up, move to the next level. And I feel like even entering into a new chapter, entering a new phase, a new beginning is also one that has a very strong start. And I feel like it also is going to be one that's going to be kind of life altering. It's going to make a difference. It's going to matter in the grand scheme of things. We have the Strength card, and with this, I do feel like your connection is quite strong with someone. I also feel like someone is in a space where they are getting strengthened when it comes to any experiences they have experienced in the past, being able to overcome what they may have thought they couldn't, or they may have really struggled with. It's putting them in the space of being very strong. I do feel like someone's really learning a lot of lessons from any kind of difficulty that may have kind of slowed them down in the past. And I feel like with the Strength card, this is about this person kind of also being in a space where it's like they're learning a lot from anything that they go through. They really could be very compassionate, and I feel like it's a person who has a very real understanding of life, and having had been through a lot could have taught them a lot. And I do feel like it hasn't soured them, it's made them stronger. We have the Knight of Cups, and with the Knight of Cups, I do feel like there's an energy of kind of wanting to experience romance and wanting to be able to kind of get your attention and be able to get your attention that way. I feel like somebody wants to come in, wants to be able to like express something, even with the Empress card, because this is a very attractive energy with the Empress card. And I feel like with the Knight of Cups, it's a very romantic energy when it comes to any actions that somebody is pulling out and doing. So I do feel like they want to be able to kind of experience. I feel like they want to romance you. They may be even kind of trying to get your attention through any kind of messaging, and I feel like this is a very romantic person. I do feel like they look at the situation from that set of eyes. Some might say it's rose-colored glasses, but I feel like they just have a lot of appreciation and love to give, and I feel like they're kind of tapping into that side of themselves. They may be even feeling like it is safe to be able to do that right now, especially with all of these cards, like the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords showing up in the reverse. There's an energy of having had kind of experienced healing from the past. So this person isn't coming in with baggage. But we have the Eight of Swords. With the Eight of Swords, I am getting an energy of kind of being very much in their head. So there could be also a lot of overthinking, and I feel like with that overthinking, it's kind of trapping, and it kind of causes a lot more confusion than necessary. I feel like this person, if they're juggling a lot of things at once and it's kind of overwhelming to them, it's because they're not letting it out as far as being able to express that, because I feel like they could even kind of be overwhelming themselves, and I feel like it's not necessary. These are thoughts, and I do feel like it's a feeling more than it is a reflection of reality. So I do think that there's a need for being able to be open in that sense and being able to kind of share that side of someone. This could even be you. I do feel like there is, though, a lot of thinking and overthinking and kind of being in a space where it's like they're out of their heart. It's when they're overthinking things. So I'm going to pull out some more cards from the other deck. We have Passion. We have Very Soon and Stay Optimistic. So with Stay Optimistic, I do feel like this is about being able to kind of give things a different being able to look at things from a different perspective may mean needing to let another person kind of introduce that to you. So being able to stay in an optimistic space and state of mind, I do feel as is important right now, because I feel like their thoughts may kind of overpower the situation. And I feel like when it comes to a situation, there's a lot of positive energy here. So I do feel like it's important to be able to stay optimistic, and to also remain in that positive state of thinking when it comes to the situation, because I do feel like there is high opportunity for being able to enter into a even higher level of being able to be exclusive with this person and being able to experience passion in the relationship. And I feel like everything is happening perhaps very quickly, or it is something that's going to happen very soon, with this very soon card coming through. And I do feel like it's going to bring a lot of happiness. It's also going to bring a lot of fulfillment to you and this other person. So I do feel like there's a need to stay open-minded and stay optimistic. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.